Welcome to Thoughts with Evan. I'm Evan, and I wanted to talk about genealogies today, particularly the trend in society that through DNA services like 23andMe or Ancestry.com, we like to find out where we came from. I don't know if we're all hoping that we have some sort of really interesting ethnic background or that we're related to a celebrity. My grandmother used to tell us that she could trace her line all the way back to Davy Crockett. I don't know if that's true. I've never done the research, but I always thought it was cool. And it's just interesting to think about like where we came from and what kind of people were our ancestors that we never got to meet. And I bring that up because there are a lot of genealogies in the Bible. And if you're doing a read-through of the Bible, when you get to Chronicles, it may be something that you want to skip because some of those genealogies are just like, this guy begat this guy and this and it's big names and it doesn't seem to have any purpose and you don't realize what it's there for. But when you get to Matthew chapter 1, there's a genealogy that leads all the way up from Abraham, down from Abraham to Jesus. And when you read through this, you realize that genealogies are really just a map of showing how the Lord has kept his promises all throughout time, and that there was a plan for all of this, which is amazing to me. Like if you look here in Matthew 1, in the genealogy of Jesus, there's Tamar, there's Ruth and Boaz and David, through Bathsheba, had Solomon, and that's part of Jesus's ancestry. There's all kind of broken human beings who fell under the weight of tremendous sin, but through them God did wonderful and miraculous things, and you see that back in the Psalms and in 2 Samuel, where David's story is, the Lord promised him that through his line the Messiah would come. And then you see right here in the genealogy that it comes from Abraham to David and then David all the way to Jesus. And so even though it seems like a boring part that we don't want to read about the Bible, we can really trace the beauty of God's promises. And that's what we can do in our own lives as well when we search through the past and the genealogies of our ancestors. We can see a rich story of God's promises being kept for us. So that's just something I wanted to share with you today that meant a lot to me. I hope God spoke to you through that. If he did, comment down below and share this and tell other people what it meant to you and tell them about God's promises and how he always keeps them. I love you all, and I hope to see you soon.